Okay, forget about that. I'm just picking up some coffee from the fridge. Wow, the fridge lighting makes me look washed out, but okay, let's get on with this video. So I really sat down this week and wrote down all the positive things that have come into my life because of making YouTube videos. And then I thought, wow, that's such a good YouTube idea, because I want to put it out there. I want to put it out in the universe, only positivity, and really talk about the positive things that have come in my life because of YouTube. Just before we get started, I'm not going to talk about money. I'm not going to talk about fame, because chances are, if you're not Justin or Hailey Bieber's to be born kid who's gonna start a YouTube channel and get like 25 million subscribers right off the bat, chances are there is a very slim chance that me and you included will be ever making money off of YouTube or making enough views that we can sustain a lavish lifestyle. Chances are very slim. So I'm not going to talk about all the materialistic shit, because you know, you can have everything in the world and still be unhappy, trust me. So I'm going to talk about all the positive, intangible things and intangible skills that I've learned through YouTube. So the first thing I definitely want to start off with is communication. I think my communication skills have improved so much since starting a YouTube channel. I feel like I'm effective in my communication. I know the points I want to make. I know how to make them. I am more confident in front of the camera and not in front of the camera. When I'm talking to people, I'm much more confident than I used to be. Also, just making videos, recording myself, watching myself has given me a lot of confidence in the terms that my voice matters. I think a great part of my life, I didn't really think that my opinion really matters that much, but now I know that it does. Time after time, I see comments on YouTube that are like, hey, thanks for helping, or thanks for like making this video. That makes me really happy, and that makes me, reassures me that my voice matters. And really, it has really helped me in my normal life even to be a better communicator overall because of YouTube. Number two, I definitely think that making videos is sort of my time, or it gives me a me time. I make videos alone, and you know, just making videos just by myself, doing my thing, having fun by myself. I literally have so much fun recording and sitting in front of the camera now. It gives me a me time. Like, I time box now that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a YouTube video. Now, I might not always be excited to make a video. I might not always have all the energy in the world, but I'm not shitting you, as soon as I turn the camera on and sit in front of the camera, I do feel like it gives me energy. I try to be myself. I have fun while making a video, and you know, it's just like me and the camera and me, and it's like my time to connect with you guys, my subscribers as well. And it definitely gives me a chance to have a little bit of me time in this world where, you know, I am at times sick of talking to fucking live people. So I want to just like talk to myself, look at the camera, make a video, upload it, and you know, just have fun with it. It's my version of me time, and I absolutely love it. Number three would definitely have to be, sort of coming off of the me time, is that it's my productive time. I actually love work. I love what I do. I'm a scientist by profession, but I treat my YouTube as also as sort of work, in the sense that I like to have fun. I like to do what I want, but I also like to be creative. So this is also my way of being productive outside of work. Now, I'm not a workaholic. I don't want things to do constantly. I like having downtime. But what I mean by productive time is like, work doesn't give me the opportunity to express myself in every way I want. I can't go to work and be like, hey, like be myself like in this capacity. I think being a scientist, working at Harvard, I think a lot of times I like encapsulate really my personality to a very small fraction. But I think in front of the camera, making these videos and uploading them, it really gives me a chance to be productive while completely being myself. Like, what you see is what you get. If you were to talking to me in person, this is how I am. And it gives me a chance to be 100% like the fully realized version of myself that I want to put out in the world while being productive. And I just can't describe it. That is not something I can totally do at my work and get out of my work. So I treat work as my career, but I think YouTube really, I think I treat it as my life pursuit. Like, I know I'm meant to do this in some capacity, and that's why it's a productive time, not towards my career, but towards my life pursuit, if that makes any sense. Number fourth, I think YouTube has made me very analytical. So you might have seen some of my previous YouTube videos where I discuss my channel's analytics. So what YouTube has really done for me is made me really analytical in nature, and that's a side that I usually lack. I'm not a very detailed oriented person. I am not very analytical. And you're like, bitch, you're a scientist. How are you not analytical? Well, I am, but I am like that at work, so I don't like to be like that in my normal life. I do not know if that makes sense, but that's just how I am. Like, for example, if I'm cooking, I don't follow recipes. I hate following recipes. I just eyeball everything. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not analytical in my day-to-day life, but YouTube helps me sort of bring that analytical eye that I have at work to a fun hobby. Like, I like keeping tracks of my watch hours. I like keeping track of my growth, regardless of if I'm getting views, subscribers, etc. or not. It just helps me like be analytical, sort of bring that analytical eye into something that I enjoy, and it kind of joins, like melds those two worlds for me, which I think is really fun. Number five would definitely have to be helping others. So now, I ain't no Mother Teresa. I ain't gonna help everybody. Not everyone's gonna like me or enjoy watching my videos, but I love making videos for the people who watch them. I love making videos for the people who these videos help. Like, I've made that vitamin C video that people like really comment now on. They're like, oh, we love this video. The matcha and coffee video, the moving to Boston videos people enjoy. Like, I try to give something valuable in my video that people would watch and be like, oh, it actually helped me, like I learned something. And I really enjoy watching those videos on YouTube, and I really enjoy making those videos of YouTube. So even if a single comment on my YouTube comes, they're like, oh, like this helped me, or this made me feel happy, or this made me feel better, or like just things like that. Like the kind of content I want to watch, I try to replicate. Not like copy. I try to make my own version of that content, and it just makes me happy. Like, I genuinely want to help people along the way of making videos. Like, I think that's part of my calling, connecting with people and helping other people. So it really fulfills that side of my personality as well, which I really enjoy. So number six is definitely have to be something that is important and personal to me. So what YouTube does for me really is makes me get out of bed, makes me get my ass out of bed, get a shower, wash my face, look half decent for y'all, put on some clothes. Like, I was in my boxers most of the day, and I put on jeans for all of y'all. So it really forces me to become a normal person. Like, I like to be almost like unwashed, nasty at home, and it can be a sign of laziness. At times I felt, not right now, but years ago when I was in graduate school, like I felt depressed at times because I just had no motivation to do anything. But YouTube really gives me something to do, and it makes me get out of the bed, makes me like put on a nice or whatever decent outfit where I'm not butt naked, makes me like bathe myself. It does a lot of those nuanced things for me, or like typical things for me that I wouldn't do sometimes. I'm just lazy. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes I just don't want to get out of bed, and that still happens. But YouTube really gives me an opportunity and a break from that not doing nothing. It gives me something to do, and that makes me feel productive, and it makes me feel like, oh, like I look nice and I want to make a video. I don't know, it just makes me, I would say, like less depressed in my daily life. Also through YouTube, I've, like I said, with communication that I mentioned, that was the number one point, I've learned skills too that I would not have learned otherwise. Like editing, you know what I mean? Like video editing, I would have no idea what the video editing aspect looks like. I would have no idea what the voice aspect looks like. So things I've learned, also just growing older and amassing more skills, like sort of makes me happy and less depressed. And I think YouTube is a part that I feel happier and less depressed. So it does, I think this point should be, it makes me less depressed. Number 7 would definitely have to be, it's a good conversation point. So if you go out, if you meet people, don't tell them that you have a YouTube channel. I don't do that. But once I like have a group of friends or have some friends that I've been hanging out with for a while, I do like to bring it up. I'm like, hey, what's something interesting about you? And I'm like, hey, actually something interesting about me is that I make YouTube videos. And they're like, oh wow, like tell us more about it. Like, you know, usually the question is how many subscribers you have, and I'm like 25, and like people are like, oh, sorry, but like that doesn't matter. What matters is that it gives a conversational point. Now, you don't have to tell people like you have a YouTube channel. You can tell people whatever you want. Doing something creative is almost always a jumping point for a good conversation. You can tell them, hey, I like watching YouTube and I like making YouTube content and I like editing thumbnails, da 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 da. And usually you can start off an interesting conversation based off of that. Number 8, and I want to end it on this note, is that doing YouTube or making videos, I generally feel like it's my calling. And I said that briefly in the previous sort of points, but I definitely feel like it's my calling. So I remember going to therapy. I don't care who watches this video and if they think I have mental health issues, I could give two shits. But I remember going to therapy, I think it was the year 2018, 2019. And I remember sitting down with my therapist and they're like, what do you really want to do? And I remember just like, I think there was one time I had a panic attack and I was like, I don't know, like I really want to make YouTube videos, but I think nobody will watch them. And like, I don't know, I can't make myself to make those videos. And she was like, just make them. Like, she was like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, you cannot get negative 100 subscribers. When she said that, I was like, she's right. Like, the worst case scenario is that I will have 0 subscribers. And if that's the case, I'll delete my channel after a while. I don't know, but I can't have negative 100 subscribers. So I was like, you know what? I am gonna make a video. And I started making videos. I was making 1 video a month, or then I made like 2 videos a year or something. Then I made like 3 videos in 1 year. To me, that was a huge step. I was like, 3 videos, bitch. I'm doing it. I'm living it. But I think now, I am more in tune and more respectful of what my calling is, and I do think making videos is my calling. Like, I love them so much. Love the process of filming, love the process of editing. I don't know how long I would be doing this, but I really think, and I shit you not, that since I've started uploading now consistently for the past few months, I think I'm gonna keep it going. I think I will always have something to talk about with you guys. I think I will always have something to share. And for those of you who watch the videos, who like, share and subscribe to videos, I will always be here. So you can always comment on my videos. You can always like, always tell me what you're thinking, you know, always reach out to me on Instagram. I share my Instagram and email with you guys all the time. It's at, I'll put it on the screen. So always feel free to reach out to me. So I hope all the young YouTubers watching there, all the old YouTubers watching there, I don't care, like young, old, doesn't matter. I hope this video helped you. I hope you liked some of the points that I made. Please let me know in the comments below if you make videos, really, like what's the driving point for you to make videos, or if you do want to make videos, what do you want to make the videos about? With that being said, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope you guys follow your calling and have a good time doing it. So with that being said, bye.